going to be a big part of hopefully what we do. And we got, again, like I said before, we have great offensive players, and they're also great athletes. And the really great defensive players are athletes. So if we can get them thinking defense and using their athleticism for defense, I think we can put a really good product together out there. I'm not concerned about their offense. We're going to give them something simple. Try to use their, they can kind of experiment with and discover how they can use it. That'll really be on them. But defensively is where I think that I as a coach can really help them get on the same page and do something a little different. And so exciting because it seems like everybody's buying in. We had great attendance today, another 15 guys. I told the players I came to here thinking 2 or 3 guys wouldn't show up, because that's just kind of like what the national team go through. But we had all 15 guys today, and we want them to keep coming. So we're real proud of all these guys that are still showing up. These are guys that are vets, and what was it, 9 guys played last night in the games, and big games, important games, hard games. So those guys to show up and go through the paces with us today is a real honor.
You expect more 100% attendance?
I hope it. I mean, it's really on them. We're not going to give them fines. This is for something greater than themselves, and I think that's what's driving them, what's motivating. You're not playing for yourself when you're playing for the national team. That's why, truly, as an athlete, it's the greatest honor you can have, and because you're just playing for more than just yourself. It's easy to go out there and say, "Oh, I'm going to play for my bonus. I'm going to play for my salary." And when you start playing for your family, when you start playing for your teammates, that makes it different and it motivates you even more. You take that to another level, and that's when you're playing for your country and the people that are supporting you. That's a whole different ball game, and that's what these guys are doing right now. So they're showing up, and I'm really proud that they're showing up, and I'm very honored that they keep coming here. So again, we want to honor them by making sure we have the right kind of practices, we don't waste their time, that we keep them fresh for their mother's team, that they rely on us to do that, and so they can go out and continue to win games for their mother's team and continue to earn their salaries and earn their bonuses, and so that's a key goal for the coaching staff, is that we got to repay them for coming here, and hopefully that's what we're doing.
Seems to be short.
Yeah, well, I'm coming in with, I just keep telling the guys, I'm coming in with a goal. We come in with a goal, this is what we want to accomplish today. Now, if they can pick it up quickly, then that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it short. I've been trying to tell them we want to go an hour and a half, hour and 30 minutes most, at most. And again, have them prepared and ready to go for their mother team. I think I can do what I need to do in that amount of time, as long as that's the goal. And so we're keeping our goals tight. We're not trying to do everything at once. We're doing it piece by piece, and hopefully by the end it'll all come together, and we'll be able to move forward. Like I said, I could have told them, they could come in here and we could do scrimmage up and down, and say, oh, we're just trying to learn how to play with each other and stuff like that. And I'm just not a big believer in that. I think that they'll learn more through drills. They'll learn more through the cerebral part of the game. You put any of these guys with 5 or 4 other guys, they're going to be great players. So, I just think that, this is not necessarily the right way to go about it, but this is our way. So this is the way we're going to do it. And in the end, we'll answer for it one way or the other. It'll either be the right way, it'll be the good way, or it'll be the successful way, or it won't be the successful way. But this is the way this is our vision. This is the way we're going to do it.
Coach, we know that 14 out of 15 guys are superstars. Don't you have many part-time?
Assuming you're talking about Art not being a superstar. Yeah. He will be. He will be.
True.
No, first of all, in practice, it's not an issue. When you start playing games, and some guys are sitting on the bench, and maybe you'll get a guy to say, I need to be playing. Why am I not playing? You're going to have that issue. That's always the issue you have when you put a great team together like that. But every team has it. San Miguel has that issue. Talk and text. They always have guys who want to play more. But one of the things we tried to establish from the beginning, we told the guys from our first meeting, they said, we all know that you are superstars. We know that. Now the question is, can you be a non-superstar? Can you come in here and do the things that non-superstars do? Non-stars, guys. Are you willing to sit on the bench throughout the game, be a cheerleader? Are you ready to come into practice and work hard, knowing you may not play? Are you gonna be doing the dirty work in practice, getting the rebounds, playing defense, or are you going to be the superstar that sits on the side, says, just give me the ball, clear out? And so those are the questions we raised right away with these guys. And that's one of the reasons, again, we wanted a veteran team. Veterans are kind of over themselves. They don't really care about that stuff anymore. They've won their championships. They've got the ball. They are already recognized as superstars. They're not trying to prove anything to anybody. So they're just trying to come in here and win. And they know that's the greatest path to their own personal glory, is if the team wins. And that's the nice thing about having veterans. Young guys, they want to come out and prove themselves. I want to prove I'm as good as Jason. I want to prove I'm as good as Jumar, or I'm going to prove that I'm as good as Matthew Wright. But, Matthew knows how good he is. Jumar knows how good he is. Jason knows how good he is. He doesn't need to prove it. So they're more concerned about winning than anything else. And that's what I love about this group. They're really concerned about winning. So I haven't seen any egos at all.
You don't think it's going to be an issue?
I really don't. I think that this team will sacrifice to win. I really do. And we kept that in mind as we tried to choose the players. And that's something we talked about at the board level also. We talked about it at the board level. This is the kind of team, this is the kind of makeup that we want. And the board was very much in agreement with that. So, like I said, it's not just my choice. It's not our coaching staff choice. This was a board level choices. But what we did, we tried to lay down a framework to the board, saying this is the kind of team that we want to build, and these are the reasons why. And then after that, we started proposing players, and they started saying yes or no, and giving their opinions of why this guy, not that guy. But it all came within the framework of this is the kind of team that we wanted to build.
What's the update about the tune-up games? Still alive and
Well, yeah, like right now, Jong is going to Malaysia to scout a Malaysian team, because they're in a tournament. Indonesia is in Serbia for 20 days doing games. Thailand did a tournament in Taiwan. These guys are preparing, but we just don't have that opportunity. We don't have that opportunity. I can't pull 12, 15 guys out of the league and say, okay, we're going to go do a bunch of practice games. I can't practice against PBA teams. They're in the middle of the season. So what's the recourse? The recourse is to make sure we practice as well as we can. I'm not a big, huge guy, even for our own team. I think if you notice Ginebra, Pure Foods, we don't play a lot of practice games because we value practice more than we value the game. And so we're going to value the practices. But we do have, we're talking to Jimmy. We'll probably play Alab at some point. But again, it's got to be at a time when it's convenient for everybody to come out and play a full. We don't want to come out and play half-baked, play a 50% game because guys are tired or more concerned about their mother team. We want to play hard, we want to play ready. So maybe, hopefully sometime in November, maybe the second week in November, maybe we'll get a game with Alab. and we'll ask the players first if they're ready to go out and do it. But we're going to do it in practice. That's what the board and the SPP and I was expected to, told me this is the deal. You're not going to be able to pull these guys out. You're not going to be able to practice every day. At most, you'll be able to practice twice a week, and you won't have any time to break. The league is going to go to the 27th, and then our first consecutive practices may be 28th and 29th. First time we'll be able to go back-to-back practices. And our game could be December 1, December 2, we don't know. So, and that's the challenge that they've laid at our feet, and that's the challenge we got to take. So we got to do it that way. And we got to do it the best we can. And maybe when this is all done, the Southeast Asian game done, we'll figure out a different way to do it, and maybe a better way, and get us prepared for Asia qualifiers and all that other stuff that comes in, Olympics, World Championships, whatever is thrown at us. We'll have a better idea. But right now, like I said, I'm a stopgap. This is a challenge that's been presented to us. This is the way we're going to have to go about it. We do it the best way we can. So yeah, am I concerned we're not playing a whole bunch of games? Yeah, I'm concerned about it, but I don't have the opportunity. So I'm not going to concern myself about it because I don't have that chance. So why worry about something I have no control over? I don't have control over that. The only thing I have control over is this practice, and what I can do tonight, and then what I can do next Monday, and then what can I do maybe on a Thursday later on down the line. Best we can, and I think our best we can is going to be good enough. I do. All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach, maraming